This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 293. Living to 100 and Beyond 2022. Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis, and this is a podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. My goal is to live a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the very end, and that's what I want for you too. And this week, we are talking about, this is usually it was one of my favorite episodes, and it's also very popular among listeners and you guys out there. So this is the 2022 edition of Living to 100 and Beyond, where we count down the top 10 longest-lived people of all time. And it's always, interesting to see this list and all the different types of lives that people live and the misconceptions we have about what it takes to live a long life and that sort of thing. So it's time for the perennial favorite top 10 list of the oldest people ever. Living to 100 is still very rare. According to newretirement.com, worldwide only 6 in 100,000 will do it. So how much of this really applies to us? I hope it applies to me, but I really don't know. Right now, there's no formula for living to 100, just not enough data. The people on this list are those for which there's documented proof of their age. I'll give you the whole list in countdown fashion that changes since last year, and then a little biographical info on a supercentenarian. Supercentenarians are people who have lived longer than 110 years, which includes everyone on this top 10 list. Number 10 on the list of people with the highest verified age, down one from number 9 last year, is Misao Okawa of Japan, who lived from 1898 to 2015, a total of 117 years, 27 days. Coming in at number 9, we have Chiyo Miyako, also Japanese, 1901 to 2018, total age 117 years, 81 days. Moved down from number 8 last year. And number 8 is Emma Morano, the only Italian on the list, who lived from 1899 to 2017, 117 years, 137 days. Number 7 is Violet Brown from Jamaica. She lived from 1900 to 2017, 117 years, 189 days. That adds some geographical diversity to the list, but for some reason I always think of Jamaica as being part of the U.S. It used to be British, but it's a lot closer to us than it is to London. And I apologize for all the airplanes. There is an airplane taking off here literally like every 10 seconds. I live pretty close to an airport, and it's a weekend day when a lot of these little Cessnas are flying around, and they're just all taking off right now. Number 6 from Canada, another continental American, Marie-Louise Milieu, lived to the age of 117 years, 230 days, from 1880 to 1998. 5th on the list is Nabi Tajima, the second oldest Japanese person ever, 1900 to 2018, 117 years, 260 days, down from number 4 last year. And number 4 this year, moving up from number 10 in her rookie year on the list last year, Lucille Randon, the second oldest French woman ever, born in 1904 and also the second oldest living person as of this writing. She is 117 years, 324 days. And still at number 3, the oldest living person, Kane Tanaka, born in 1903. As of today, she is 118 years, 364 days. And since her birthday is January 2nd, she will be 119 years old tomorrow if she survives the night, only the third person ever to reach that age and the first person to get to 119 in 22 years. And if she lives another 97 days after that, she will reach number 2 on the all-time list. Holding on by just 98 days to the number 2 spot is the only United States citizen on the list, Sarah Naus, who lived from 1880 to 1999, almost living in 3 centuries. She reached the age of 119 years, 97 days. And the all-time oldest person is the same person it has been since 1988. Jeanne Coleman of France. She lived from 1875 to 1997, 122 years, 164 days. Now, these are all women, of course. No man has made it into the top 10, at least not recently. The oldest man currently is Jiromon Kimura, Japanese, and he lived to the age of 116 years, 54 days. The oldest living man is a Spaniard, Saturnino de la Fuente Garcia, who is 112 years, 324 days. And he's got to hang on a couple more years just to make it into the all-time men's top 10. As I said, no one in the top 10 is new this year, but number 3 with a bullet on the oldest living list is Brazilian Antonia de Santa Cruz. And if she lives until next year's episode, she will be number 10 on the list of the oldest people ever. Now, whenever a new person joins the list, I do a more detailed biography, so you can look at the past episodes in which I've featured everyone on the list right now. Check out the show notes at runningafever.com/293, where I provide links to all these old episodes. Well, this is always a fun thing to do, and maybe a little bit inspiring as we seek to live long, happy, healthy, active lives. And until next time, keep the fever if you got it, catch it if you don't, and I will talk to you next time on Running a Fever.